So today also we will do MOT, molecular orbital theory. We will clear some concept regarding MOTs. Okay. So yesterday we have done till the physical significance of molecular orbital theory. Today let's see how wave functions actually behave in case of MOT. It is also physical significance only, a part of physical significance. So physical significance of MOT, molecular orbital theory. So we know that each and every orbital have a wave function. So suppose here the formation of, here we have taken formation of H2. Okay. So let's draw it. Suppose this is one is, okay, one hydrogen molecule. This is a wave function. This is the wave function. When contractions take place, see, this is one is obviously positive sign. When these two mix, that means constructive, when construction take place, constructive interference take place, then what happened? Then the graph become like this. This is sigma 1s. And if we draw a graph of chi square is always being a positive, you know, you have learned it in atomic structure. Then also see chi square have same but a slightly different graph. This is for 1s, this is for hydrogen, this is for hydrogen. Now we have to understand the significance. See, this is actually the nucleus of hydrogen. This is actually the nucleus of hydrogen. And this region and this region, you can say that the finding of electrons are very less over there. Here is also, if we consider this region and this region also, that means you more go far from the nucleus, the finding or the probability of getting electrons being less and less. But here, when the destructive interference take place, see this region, see here, the probability of getting nucleus is very high. Probability of getting nucleus is very high in this region. That means what? In molecular orbital theory, electrons are want to remain in between the nucleus. Electrons, the probability of electrons is more, the finding of probability, that means getting the probability will be more in case of between the hydrogen atom. That between the hydrogen molecules, we can get more electron rather than the other sides. If we see the chi square structure also, see this region, that means in between the nucleus, the probability of getting electrons are more than that of this region or this region. Understood? Now, if we see, this is our bonding MO. This is the R known as bonding MO. And this graph is known as bonding probability density. Okay, this is the bonding MO. If I consider the non-bonding MO, formation of non-bonding MO, see, one more graph, one more thing we have to draw. So this is for 1s positive Chi, this is hydrogen, plus this is for 1s negative. Obviously, when it is negative, we'll get a opposite curve because it is negative. When interactions take place, then the graph will be like this. One will be upside, one will be above side. So this is actually psi star and negative. And if we draw a psi square never be negative. So when we draw a psi square graph will be like this. So that means in between, if we consider this one, then if we consider this graph in between the nucleus, the electron density, that means the probability of finding electron is very, very less, very negligible. So this graph is for positive sign and this graph for negative sign. This is the for positive phase, this is for negative phase, that's why. So if we find the crust like this is for positive, and if this is for negative, these two cancel out each other. So here is same thing happen. Okay, this is for hydrogen. And when we are doing a psi square graph, chi square is always being positive. So that's why we are getting a graph like this. If we go to this region, okay, see this region, probability of finding electron is okay. But if we find the middle or between the two nucleus, there probability of getting electrons is 0. Probability of getting electron is 0. So that's why the structures are like this. Okay, one lobe will be this side, another lobe will be another side, and this is the node. Okay, so if I consider this is anti-bonding MO, so in short, in case of bonding MO, if I take two hydrogen, electron will want to remain in between the nucleus of these two hydrogen. But in case of anti-bonding, the electron say that I will be remain here, I will be remain here. But in between the nucleus of two hydrogen, the electrons don't want to remain. They don't want to remain in between the nucleus. So that's why they are anti-bonding MO. Understand bonding MO and anti-bonding MO? Yes. Boys and girls, please respond. Yes, respond please, boys and girls.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, MO of hydrogen molecule. Okay, two H2 molecules are formed by two hydrogen atoms. Suppose one hydrogen atom is HA and another hydrogen atom is HB. Okay. When these two atom approaches, when these two atoms, okay, when these two atom approaches each other, then there will be two possibilities. Then two possibilities will be there. Okay, two possibilities will be there. Suppose this is two atom. One possibility of approaching will be in phase. When it will be in phase C, this is bonding MO. And one possibility will be like this. This is positive. This will be negative. So here the interaction will take place out of phase because one wave function is positive and another wave function is negative.
Ma'am, your screen suddenly turned black.
Why? Now it is also black.
Yes, ma'am. Your mouse is blinking.
Now it is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so two possibilities will take place. In one possibility is that the two wave function will interact in same phase, and in another possibility is that the two actually wave function will interact in out of phase. One will be in positive phase, another will be in negative phase. Then what happens? See, okay, this will be positive, this will be negative, and this will be actually the nodal plane where possibility of finding electron is negligible. This is nodal plane. So these are anti-bonding MO, ABMO. These are anti-bonding MO. So in case of bonding MO, see, in case of bonding MO, oh, in case of bonding MO, symmetries are available. See, if we cut the line from here, both the sign are positive. That means symmetry is available. Here is also symmetry is available. Plus, positive, negative, negative, positive. So that means symmetry is available in case of sigma MO. So these are the things. Now see the diagram for that. For formation of H2 molecule, MO diagram of H2. MO diagram of hydrogen molecule. So this is the energy increasing. Okay, this is for suppose HA, this is for suppose HB, this is for suppose HA, this is for suppose HB. Okay, now suppose hydrogen has one electron will be here, one electron will be here, these two electrons will be paired up. These are the bonding MO, these are anti-bonding MO, and this is the energy gap. Okay, this is the energy. So obviously always bonding MO have lower energy than that of normal atomic orbital. These are atomic orbital AO, and these are molecular orbital. So always you can see the energy of the atomic orbital here, and the energy of the MO is here. So obviously the energy of the molecular orbital is lower than that of, you can see the energy of the bonding molecular orbital is lower than that of atomic orbital energy, and the energy of the antibonding orbital, will be higher. Okay, will be higher than that of bonding, will higher than that of atomic orbital. Okay, will be higher than that of atomic orbital. Now if we see the energy difference, this is suppose delta dash, this energy difference should be delta. That means the energy difference between atomic orbital and antibonding MO, and the energy difference between atomic orbital and bonding MO. So always delta dash is greater than delta. That means the energy difference in case of atomic orbital and antibonding MO is more than that of the energy difference between bonding orbital and atomic, that means bonding molecular orbital and atomic orbital. This portion is clear?
Yes, ma'am.
The energy difference between the atomic orbital and the bonding MO is more than that of the atomic orbital and bonding MO. Now, the next thing is, you also write it down, this one, the differences between bonding MO and anti-bonding MO. So here is bonding MO, anti-bonding MO. So for bonding MO, psi A plus psi B. For anti-bonding MO, psi A minus psi B. Okay. Now for bonding MO, give maximum electron density. Give maximum electron density in between the nuclei. Here, give minimum electron density in between the nuclei. Okay. Now, 3. Orbitals of same sign overlap. Here, orbitals of opposite sign overlap. Sorry. Orbitals of opposite sign overlap. In case of bonding molecular orbital, interactive interference take place. Okay. And in case of antibonding molecular orbital, destructive interference take place. And bonding molecular orbital will be lower in energy. And antibonding molecular orbital always will be higher in energy. So these are the difference between bonding and antibonding molecular orbitals. Okay, the main thing is that the electron density always will be maximum in between the nuclei in case of bonding MO, and in case of anti-bonding MO, the minimum electron density we will get in between the nuclei. Clear? Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Any confusion?
Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Okay. So bonding, anti-bonding we have understood. Now we have to go for the types of molecular orbital. Types of molecular orbital. Okay, types of molecular orbitals. Types of molecular orbitals are actually, you can say, three types. Okay, molecular orbitals for diatomic molecule. For single atomic molecule, that is only for sigma type, and molecular orbitals for diatomic molecule. Molecular orbital for diatomic molecule are, you can say, designed as sigma, pi, delta. So sigma we have already learned, that is sigma star, and sigma. What is the structure for sigma C? This is for bonding, and for anti-bonding will be like this, positive, negative. This will be the nodal plane. This is for sigma star. This is for sigma. Now pi bond formed by what? Pi bond always formed by the sideways overlapping. Pi bond. So for pi bond, how will we find? We will see. Now this is the structure for s orbital, right? This is the structure for s. If pp overlap take place, then how the molecular orbital looks like? Let's see. Suppose this is px, this is py. When addition take place between the same sign, then it's look like okay. It is px and py. This sigma 2p. This is bonding MO. Okay, this look like this. And in case of anti-bonding C, that means it is additions take place over here. And when then subtractions take place, then what happened? This is the nodal plane. This is sigma star 2p MO. That means it is anti-bonding MO. This is anti-bonding MO. Yes, see, about the axis, symmetry is present. About the axis, symmetry is present here. But when we are considering pi MO, let's see how pi MO. Pi means pi bonding forms means sideways overlapping. Pi always formed by sideways overlapping. Pi bond is formed by sideways overlapping. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Which
Yes,
bond is
ma'am.
more stronger, pi bond or sigma bond?
Ma'am, sigma bond.
Why? Why sigma bond is more strong?
Ma'am, overlapping is more.
Which type of overlapping is taking place?
Ma'am, head on.
Yes, so head-on overlapping is taking place. So that's why sigma bonds are more strong. Okay, and if we consider pi molecular orbital, okay, if I consider pi molecular orbital, so pi molecular orbital means what? Sideways overlapping will take place. So see here, this is px, another orbital over here, that is py. Addition, when addition is taking place, this will be the nodal plane. See, understood or not? It is pi 2p MO. bonding MO. This is bonding MO. See clear or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now here, if we do the subtraction over here, then see, this look like positive, negative, negative, positive. This is the nodal plane. This is the node. This is pi star 2p. That means anti-bonding MO. Here, can you find the symmetry? If you see this one, internuclear axis, these are positive and negative. And if you see the internucleus axis over here also, positive, negative, negative, positive. Can you find the symmetry over here in case of pi molecular orbital? No. No symmetry is available in case of pi molecular orbital. That means for sigma molecular orbital, symmetry will be available. But for pi molecular orbital, sigma will not be available. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.